The intensifying conflict in the Middle East enters its sixth day today as Iran, Israel and the United States continue exchanging strikes across the region, causing significant fatalities, travel disruptions and threats to civilian lives. The Israel Defense Forces claim to have launched a wave of strikes over Tehran, targeting what it described as military infrastructure belonging to the Iranian regime. According to US-based news agency human rights activists, 1,230 civilians in Iran have been killed since the war began, while around 6,000 have been injured. Foreign media reports that many Iranians are fleeing the capital Tehran toward neighboring Turkey. According to the UN Refugee Agency, an estimated 100,000 people have fled Tehran in the first 48 hours of military strikes by the US and Israel. Meanwhile, 10 people were killed in Israel following Iranian retaliatory strikes on Beit Shemesh near Jerusalem. As the conflict widens, Iran's military says it also targeted the headquarters of Iranian Kurdish forces in northern Iraq. Tehran is intensifying strikes amid speculation that US President Donald Trump wants Kurdish forces to join the fight against Iran. The Israeli military also continued its bombardment of Lebanon. Overnight strikes hit several Hezbollah command centers in the Lebanese capital Beirut. Foreign media reported that more than 70 civilians were killed in the Israeli attacks. More than 300,000 Lebanese have reportedly been displaced. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan's foreign ministry also faced an Iranian drone attack today, leaving 4 people injured. Although the Iranian Defense Forces denied targeting Azerbaijan, the Azerbaijani Defense Ministry stated that the attacks will not remain unanswered. Tensions have also escalated in Gulf nations hosting US military bases, with explosions reported in several countries. Iranian state media reported that the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps struck a US tanker in the northern Gulf. In Qatar, a national emergency alert was issued after multiple explosions were reported in Doha. The country's defense ministry said its air defense systems intercepted incoming attacks. Qatar is evacuating residents living near the US embassy. The United States has also authorized non-emergency embassy staff to depart several Middle Eastern countries. Meanwhile, the Bahrain Defense Force says it destroyed 75 missiles and 123 drones targeting the kingdom since the start of what it called Iranian aggression. Foreign media reported that 6 Pakistani and Nepali nationals sustained minor to moderate injuries at Abu Dhabi today from falling shrapnel after drones were intercepted. Limited flight operations have resumed at Abu Dhabi's Zayed International Airport. The UAE's flag carriers Emirates and Etihad are operating limited flights from Dubai and Abu Dhabi through designated safe air corridors. The Turkish Defense Ministry confirmed NATO air defenses intercepted an Iranian ballistic missile headed into Turkish airspace yesterday. President Erdogan said the country was taking all necessary precautions in consultation with NATO allies and issuing warnings to prevent similar incidents in future. Meanwhile, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps confirmed it attacked a US oil tanker in the Gulf. In the meantime, the UK Maritime Trade Operations Centre reported an explosion near an oil tanker anchored off Kuwait's Mubarak Al-Kabir port in the Gulf. The master reportedly observed a small craft leaving the area following the explosion. No fires have been reported and the crew is safe. Several countries have advised their nationals in the Middle East to shelter in place or leave the region. Japan says it will transport its citizens from Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar and the UAE by land to Riyadh and Muscat, where airports remain operational. India and Australia have also repatriated some nationals. The global economy is under pressure after Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps announced the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical shipping lanes. Iran says the waterway is closed to vessels from the United States, Israel, Europe and other Western allies, warning that ships belonging to these countries and their supporters will be targeted if detected. Against this backdrop, Indian media reports that 36 Indian-flagged vessels are trapped on either sides of the strait.